What up, everybody? It's your boy, Josh Thomas here, a.k.a. DFS Up North from DFS Army, here to talk about the Thursday night football game between the Falcons and the Panthers. And we're talking about Thrive Fantasy. It's the Thrive Fantasy prop playbook, and I'm here to talk to you today about my two favorite props in the prop lobby. All right. If you are new to Thrive Fantasy and you've never played here before, how it works is there are all of these props in the prop lobby, and I'm actually pretty excited because I'm going to start diving in to the ones for Sunday. But they have these props, and you're going to pick over or under. All right. You can pick 2, 3, or 4 props. You pick 2 props, you get them both right, you 3.6x your money. So you put $10 on it, you get them right, you get 36 back. You pick 3, you get all 3 right, you get 6.2x your money. So that means that you are getting $62 back. You go 4 for 4, and we're talking about an 11x of your money. That is $110 on a $10 bet. That's like, that doesn't seem like a ton, but 11xing your money is so hard to do on DraftKings and FanDuel. That's a top 1% or a top 0.5% lineup on these showdowns. We know how hard that is to do. But here, you're picking 4 props. It's not that bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you 2. All right. Tonight is Thursday. These props actually came out yesterday. If you're a DFS Army VIP, we have an entire room in our Slack chat dedicated to Thrive Fantasy and looking at these props. And we got guys like my boys in there, Swifty and Wes and G Thor and all these guys, Nar Factor, all these great names in there. But they're diving in, looking at these props and finding where there's inefficiencies in the lines too. And we're jumping on these props on Wednesday before the game as these lines are changing. We've got value on Matt Ryan's prop. We got value on Robbie Anderson's prop, on DJ Moore's prop. So, if you're a DFS Army VIP, you're getting access to this information earlier than this free video here. And hopefully that can, sometimes be the difference in cashing that, 11x and not. So if you're not a DFS Army VIP, you want to become one, you can hit me up on Twitter. You can use the code UPNORTH on dfsarmy.com to get 20% off for life. So my 2 favorite props today that we have in the prop lobby right now. You got to pick one from Carolina and one from Atlanta. My all-time favorite right down here is going to be Julio Jones over 73.5 receiving yards. This is scary. All right. Hurricane Zeta, God bless. Hopefully everybody's doing well. It came through here today. The field is going to be wet. There is going to be wind, and that is going to hurt the ability to throw the ball. That being said, all right, we have in our prop finder here at DFS Army, we can see that all these sites have Julio at over 78, and DraftKings even has him at over 78.5 at minus 133. It means that he's a pretty heavy favorite to get at least 78 yards. All right. The other thing, he has a tough matchup here. Zul Douglas has come over from Philadelphia. If you're an Eagles fan, you remember him being terrible. But unfortunately, everybody that's left the Eagles, that's from their terrible secondary, has gone on this year and been pretty good. So maybe it's not the players and maybe it's the scheme that they're running over there. But yeah, Zul Douglas has been good. He's likely going to shadow Julio here, but Julio's a matchup nightmare, right? So I love the over 78.5. You're going to have to stay up. You're going to have to watch. You're going to have to wait on this one. But 78.5 is a number that I'm pretty comfortable with, especially considering all of the value we are getting here on Julio. If we look at our wide receiver matchups chart on the DFS Army Research Station, something that our VIPs have access to every single week. Usually updates on about Tuesday or Wednesday, get all this information, fantasy points, rankings, ratings, leverage will come later in the week, what the Vegas lines are, what our projections are. Our projections for Julio are 89.3. So we're well over that total of 73.5, about 15 yards of leeway there for Julio. So I am loving the Julio over here. And I don't mind the Kelvin Ridley over as well. Obviously this would have to be on a 3x, but let's just check the props on Kelvin Ridley, see if we're going to get any value here as well. Oopsies. Not Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, but Kelvin Ridley, if we can bring that up. Maybe. I don't even have a hurricane and my internet's being slow. The next prop, though, that I do... Oh, there we go. Oh, we're at 72. We're not really getting any value on Ridley there. So despite the projection, I will stick with just Julio. If you are, the next one I love is Mike Davis, 60.5. So this is right in line with all the props across the industry, right at around 60. But like I said earlier, the weather here is going to be a factor. I think it's going to really limit Teddy B's ability to throw. So I think that we really see a big time lean on Mike Davis here. I was a little sketchy on Davis early in the week because I was a little bit concerned about CMC coming back, and now it doesn't look like, obviously, he's not going to play. They're not going to put him out there in this type of weather. Davis has not hit 60.5 in a while, but he did the last time these two teams played. And with the weather, he's not going to be as involved in the passing game. I think they're going to pound the rock quite a bit. We've seen Davis be a stud so far. 60.5 is a great number here for him. If we look at our research station, let's see what our projections are for our boy here, Mike Davis. I'm on the Carolina side, or I'm on the Atlanta side because we're going to talk about the Todd Gurley prop here in a second. But let's see. Scroll over to my projections. We're at 65.3. So we got about 5 yards of leeway there. I don't mind that. I love Mike Davis in this matchup. I think that Carolina gets up. I think they're going to continue to pound the rock. I think we could see 60 yards in the first half, lock this one up, and then you're just sweating the Julio prop later in the game. If you wanted to make it 3, I do like the new Todd Gurley prop that they put up for the receiving yards, 15.5. He's gone back-to-back weeks where he's gone over that. I think that's about one of my favorites for a third prop if we're going there. But my 2 official Thrive Fantasy prop playbook plays today are Julio Jones over 73.5 yards and Mike Davis over 60.5 yards rushing. Have a great day, guys. Check us out. Oh, I almost forgot. If you've never played on Thrive Fantasy before, use the code DFS up north. That gets you up to a $50 match on your very first deposit. You get $50. You put $50 in. They give you $50 free. Free money. Who doesn't like that? All right. So get involved with us over at Thrive Fantasy, and good luck tonight. I'm hopeful that we see these two hit, and I'm hopeful for a good Thursday night game. All right. And we will, because again, this is maybe the only good primetime game this week. You don't even want to look at the schedule this weekend. Have a great day, guys, and we will chat soon.